everybody, and welcome to the finale of Tournament 19. 100 competitors have taken on the 4-stage obstacle course for a chance at $50 on Xbox Live and Ultimate Glory on Halo Ninja Warrior. After 14 of them completed Stage 1, we went from exciting surprises to disheartening defeats on Stage 2. 3 of the first 4 competitors made it to the buzzer in time, but out of the next 8, only 1 was successful. The Metal Spin had a field day, ending the tournaments of 4 contestants, one being the all-star Gotenks, who on his 9th attempt failed Stage 2 for the first time in his career. It also took out the Ninja Warrior of Halo Grand Champion Re95, as well as Sauron Sucks and Siren. The most shocking failure, however, was Hunter Unit 751. He had made it to Stage 3 in all of the last 9 tournaments, but the Spider Walk ended his tournament early, resulting in his worst Halo Ninja Warrior performance ever. The first 3 who cleared Stage 2 were all attempting it for their first time, starting with Atlantic Champ, then Flame Vortex, and RPG 445. After that, Puma was the first all-star to clear, and then DHG Fireball and Double Ump joined in on the success. Now, the 6 who are left standing will face off with the incredible difficulties of Stage 3. A few minor changes have been made since the last tournament, starting with a brand new first obstacle. On this roulette cylinder, competitors must roll down a track while avoiding the staggered poles. After that is the Drum Hopper back for another tournament, and then the Sidewinder. After all the corner jumps, it's on to the classic crazy cliffhanger, and then making a return from Tournament 17 is the Curtain Cling. The twist this time around is that competitors will have to dismount immediately onto the Vertical Limit Kai. After that, the Pipe Slider is the only obstacle separating our jumpers from the final stage. There is no time limit to complete this stage, but the levels of focus and precision required to complete these obstacles is more than enough to push our competitors to their limits. Let's get the run started and find out who can get one step closer to total victory. For the first time on Halo 5, Stage 3 is actually going to begin with a competitor who has never attempted it before. This is Atlantic Champ. He is making his 3rd Halo Ninja Warrior appearance today. In the last tournament, he went out on the Jumping Kai. He actually landed inside of it, wanted to go around to the outside, and then jumped for some odd reason, and fell into the water. Before that, he failed the first obstacle of Stage 1 in Tournament 17, and back in Tournament 16, he didn't even qualify. He did try, but he didn't qualify, and now he's getting some love from Hunter Unit 751. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it here to Stage 3, but Atlantic is our first competitor to take on Tournament 19 Stage 3, and the first competitor on the new roulette cylinder. As you can see right here, it is kind of like the balance tank in that you are rolling on this barrel. The big difference, though, is those poles. You can see right there, they are staggered back and forth, so if you stay in one spot, they will knock you off. You gotta keep going left and right. But he defeats it, and now he's onto the Drum Hopper, going upward, and he is quick hopping all of them. Look at Atlantic Champ. Where's this guy coming from, man? All of a sudden, he's just the real pro jumper. This guy is impressive, and he goes to the Sidewinder. There's no resting platform in between those 2 obstacles. And these are some big jumps right here. Atlantic goes for it, and he comes up short. Atlantic Champ, his first time on Stage 3, he was looking really good, but the Sidewinder, the obstacle Gotenks failed in the last tournament, this time Atlantic fails it. He barely comes up short. You really gotta jump late there. If you jump too early like Atlantic did, you are not gonna get the distance that you need. And the Sidewinder has already claimed its first victim of Tournament 19. Our competitors in advance of that obstacle are going to really have to keep their eyes open for that one. No one had failed it before Tournament 18, but then Gotenks failed it, and now Atlantic Champ has failed it. So let's see how Flame Vortex does. This is also his first time on Stage 3. In the last tournament, he went out on the Flying Chute, and he had never beat Stage 1 before. So he's the 2nd of 3 competitors in this tournament who is beating Stage 1 for his first time, and also is on Stage 3. So now he's onto the roulette cylinder. He's got it rolling. See him going back and forth right there. And that big drop too. That drop can really catch you off guard if you're not prepared. But Flame gets it all the way to the bottom, and he dismounts. Now he's onto the Drum Hopper. Alright, let's see. Is he going to do the same technique? It looks like he is. Him and Atlantic, both with some amazing precision. And Flame gets a big save jump right there at the end. Now for the transition into the Sidewinder. Big jump, and he makes it. Now let's see if he can beat the jump. Atlantic failed. He goes for it, and he makes it. You can see he got that nice big late jump. Can he keep it up, though? He goes for it again. And, oh, he almost came up short, but he got a save jump, and Flame is onto the third one. Now he's got one more ledge to land on. He goes for it, and Flame has got it. Now for the dismount, you can't take this for granted either. He goes for it, and Flame Vortex is the first competitor in this tournament to attempt the crazy cliffhanger. This jump is a big one, but he spring jumps it, and then goes immediately down to the third ledge, and now he's got the big transfer to conquer. He jumps straight across for it, and Flame with the save jump. He's save jumping on it right now, but he slips off the fourth ledge. Flame Vortex, he made it across, but the save jump is what killed him. And there are just so many ways you can fail that crazy cliffhanger. It is such a tough obstacle.
I mean, I'm honestly lost for words. Like, I didn't feel I put in as much practice as I did for Tournament 18, but I guess it paid off. And look where I'm at. Freaking Stage 3.
Taking on Stage 3 for his first time is RPG 445. This is only his third appearance on the course, but he had already gained much recognition for his Ninja Warrior style tournament on Halo 5, known as Spartan Sasuke.
Our competitors will be pushed to their absolute limit, and chances of Kanzen Seihar are even lower than ever.
His tournaments are uploaded to his YouTube channel, Roleplaying Garchomp, and being the host of his own course helped him develop his jumping skills. His first try on the course wasn't the strongest entrance, as he failed the butterfly wall in Tournament 17. He improved very quickly, getting all the way to the lumberjack climb in the last tournament, where one slight miscalculation cost him his run. This tournament, he learned from all of his mistakes and defeated both of the obstacles he had previously failed in order to clear Stage 1. He impressed everyone further by defeating the second stage on his first ever try, and will now try to continue his incredible breakout tournament on Stage 3. This is great for Rog to prove that not only can he be a successful host, he can also be a very successful jumper. He is on the roulette cylinder now. So far, the other two first-timers on Stage 3 were able to get by this obstacle, and Rog employing the crouch technique. Ooh, he almost slips off the front there, and then he gets hit by one of the poles, but he keeps his grip. His shoes have very good grip on them, as you can tell, and now he is onto the drum hopper, shooting it to, to intimidate it. You want to intimidate the drum hopper by shooting it. That's what you do. All right, he's going, and he is not going as fast as the other competitors, but that's all right. Rog is being smart here, getting save jumps on all of these. Look at him. He's onto the fourth one. Now one more. Goes up to the fifth one. And another save jump. And he's got it. Now for the dismount to the Sidewinder. He nails it. And can he do this obstacle? Big corner jumps right here. Rog goes for the first one. And he makes it. Now for the second. You can see him going as far to the right as he can right there. Trying to get as close to the inside of this obstacle as you physically can before making the jump, and he does it again. Now one more transition. Can he do it? Rog is lining up. He goes for it, and he makes it. And a save jump there. I think he would have been good anyway, but now he's just got to get to the dismount, and he is through the Sidewinder.
Well done, well done.
You can tell he's pretty happy there, shooting the crowd too. Ooh, Rog, what you got here on the crazy cliffhanger? This is a tough one. We just saw his friend Flame Vortex fail it, but he jumps up to the second ledge. And now he's going down to the third. A save jump there. That is a fat ledge. You probably don't need a save jump, but it never hurts. Now, can he make it across? He jumps straight across, and Rog sticks the landing on the fourth ledge. No save jumps. And he's going for the dismount. He gets it. And now for the curtain cling, he goes right forward. He jumps across, and he gets a save jump, but it's not enough. He comes up short. One save jump could not get the job done. He jumped too early. And look at this. He gets the jump across. He cleared the curtain cling. But then when it came to the vertical limit, he jumped a little too early on that save jump, causing him to fail.
Oh no!
Oh, my dude.
Failed that
You had a
practice.
good try on that. That was a solid run, dude.
You had it.
Whew, that was a
Thought you had it.
I really thought he was going to pull it off. I thought he could get across that transition, so he did beat the curtain cling, but he failed the very beginning of the vertical limit high, and that is it for the first timers on stage 3. Now it's time for the All-Stars.
I really love running the third stage. I'm not great at it at all, and I don't think I'll clear it this time, but I'm glad to be back. And I just want to, if I beat the cliffhanger, I'll have the most cliffhanger clears without failing it, so that'd be kind of cool.
The first All-Star to take on Tournament 19's third stage is Alpha Puma. At the end of Tournament 15, Puma was named one of the first 3 Xbox One All-Stars after defeating Stage 1 5 times in a row and Stage 2 4 times in a row. In Tournaments 14 and 15, Puma came 1 jump away from reaching the final stage, but missed it by inches on both occasions. In his first appearance as an All-Star, he had a shocking second stage failure on the metal spin of Tournament 16, but quickly bounced back in the next tournament as he made it to Stage 3 once again. His run ended on the curtain cling, but it was great to see Puma back to his successful ways. Unfortunately, when he returned in Tournament 18, he produced one of the biggest shocks of the tournament as he failed Stage 1 for the first time since his newcomer appearance in Tournament 10. Puma's return in this tournament marks his 10th ever appearance, and he was able to put his failures behind him, proving why he is an all-star of this course. This will be his 6th time attempting Stage 3 in his career, and while he has yet to beat it, he has proven that he has all of the necessary skills to complete this stage. Now let's find out how Puma will continue his bounce back tournament. I almost want to call Puma the bounce back kid, you know, he'll have a really disappointing failure and then he'll get to Stage 3 in the next tournament. So in Tournament 16, we saw him go out on Stage 2. He was very gutted by that one. He got to Stage 3 in Tournament 17. Tournament 18, that Stage 1 failure made you think, wow, is Puma really the all-star that we think he is? This tournament says a lot. He is clearly one of the all-stars, there is no doubt. If a competitor can fail Stage 1 like that and then bounce back getting all the way to Stage 3, I don't care what anyone says. Oh, Puma looks, where'd he go? Okay, he's back there now. Alright, well, Puma, he beat the first obstacle twice, I guess. Puma's always been known for his lag, so it really showed right there. Luckily, it's never really affected any of his other runs, which is very surprising, but right now he's on the drum hopper. But yeah, as I was saying though, Puma, very deserving of being an all-star. He has all of the talent in the world, as much as any of the jumpers we've seen on this course, so let's just let him shine here on Stage 3. He's under the Sidewinder right now, and he is going much faster than any of the other competitors. That's where that experience kicks in. You can tell Puma's been here before. He knows what he's doing. Now he's on to the cliffhanger. That was actually his first time doing the Sidewinder, by the way. He had never attempted it before, but now he's onto the transition on the cliffhanger. He jumps up, jumps across, and he comes up short. Alpha Puma. He had never failed the crazy cliffhanger before, but he does it here in Tournament 19. He jumps across and barely comes up short. It looked like if he had an extra inch on that jump, he might have made it, but he hits that 4th ledge, comes up short, and he is done on Stage 3.
Oh no.
No!
I crouched too late. Alright.
Nice tournament, Puma.
Huge shame to see Puma go out like that, but that does wrap up his bounce back tournament on the crazy cliffhanger of Stage 3. Not a bad performance from Puma. And our next all-star is hanging out with Snoz and Hunter, and he's disrespecting them. Come on, man, they failed Stage 2, and you're just teabagging? That ain't cool. Fireball's young, he has a lot to learn, but he is young and talented. Reaching Stage 3 for his 5th tournament in a row is the new all-star DHG Fireball. In Tournament 12, he became the 5th competitor to reach Stage 3 on his newcomer appearance, and since then, he's completed Stage 1 7 times and Stage 2 6 times. In his 5 previous Stage 3 attempts, he's failed everything from the first to the last obstacle. Most recently, in Tournament 18, he made it to the final jump of the pipe slider and failed to even get a jump off the pole. It was very reminiscent of his Tournament 15 failure when he also failed to attempt the final jump falling off the back of the pole. Today, he will attempt stage 3 for his 6th time and attempt to get back to the pipe slider, where hopefully 3rd time will be the charm. DHG Fireball, he has just been really showing up for these tournaments, putting in the hard work, grinding it out until he can conquer each stage. But stage 3, the one still has evaded him. Can he do it today? He's got to start off with the roulette cylinder where he's going backwards. He wants to keep a close eye on those pegs as they come towards him. He turns around, gets all the way to the bottom, and now he's onto the drum hopper. Fireball, one thing I'll say about him, he had a really fast stage 1 and stage 2 run. He had the fastest actually of the tournament. This guy will go fast even if it's stage 3. Like right now, there's no time limit. I don't know what he's going this fast for, but that's just Fireball. That's just how he jumps. And he is flying through the Sidewinder right now, and DHG Fireball gets through it, and he's going right for the cliffhanger, and he spring jumps up to the 2nd ledge, down to the 3rd ledge. Now for the big transfer. Alpha Puma just failed as he jumps up, jumps across, and I think he might have stuck it, but he gets the save jump, and then he sticks it. Only the 2nd competitor to beat the cliffhanger today. Can he do the curtain cling? He goes for it. He gets a save jump, and he stays on the vertical Mackay. Now he's got to do the rest of the obstacle. He lags a little bit there, but the transfer, he nails that. DHG Fireball, he beat this obstacle in the last tournament, and he does it again. And he is back onto the pipe slider. This is unbelievable. DHG Fireball, this is his 3rd time on this obstacle. Both of the last 2 times he's tried it, he didn't even jump off this last pole, at least not in the direction of the final platform. Oh boy, Fireball. This is crazy. He's done it again. He's got a chance right here for the final stage. He's got to line up, get in the right spot, and get a big jump. He jumps this time, but he comes up short. DHG Fireball cannot defeat the 3rd stage once again. He made it there. He got a huge jump, but he barely came up short. Just like Alpha Puma back in tournaments 14 and 15, DHG Fireball, his kneecaps could feel the final platform, but his feet could not get on top of it.
Oh no.
Well, that's another personal best by 5 feet.
I thought he had it. I thought he was there. He's so disgusted right now.
We know he's got to be so disappointed in that run, but that final jump of stage 3 is such a big deal and so hard to conquer. But someone who has conquered it is up next, and he is our last hope for a final stage appearance. It is time for Mr. 100. Making his 4th consecutive stage 3 appearance is the all-star Ump Double Ump. Just like Puma and Fireball, this is his 6th time on stage 3, and in the last tournament, Ump made history on the course by becoming the first competitor to defeat stage 3 on Halo 5. On the final stage, he rushed the heavenly ladder and fell back down to the bottom of the tower. Today, he will attempt to be the only competitor since Go Tanks to reach the final stage in back-to-back tournaments, but he knows as well as anyone how difficult stage 3 can be. While he has failed the crazy cliffhanger twice and the vertical Mackay once, he's also defeated both of those obstacles in the past. Now we will see if the godfather of Halo jumping can use his years of experience to defeat another stage 3. This is it. The entire tournament is on the line, and it all comes down to Ump Double Ump. He knows what it's like to be in this position. He was the last man standing in the last tournament, and now he is the last man standing again. Oh boy, I'm excited though. He's on the roulette cylinder right now. Can Ump do it? Everyone else has gotten through this first obstacle, and Ump, oh, he gets a little all over the place at the end there, but he stays on. And now time for the dismount. He goes for it, and he's got it. Now for the drum hopper. Ump, the exact opposite of Fireball. He is going to take his time, play it safe, and try to do every single jump the right way. Part of that is the reason why Ump became an all-star. He has so much focus on his jumps, and he always executes perfectly, which is why He got through stage 3 in the last tournament and then became an all-star. So let's see if he can use, this is where Ump really thrives though, is when he can, like, look at him right now, he's setting up. He's gonna line everything up. He finds ways to line stuff up. I swear, he probably has a whole, he probably has a bunch of lines drawn on his TV that he, like, matches everything up with, and then he knows, alright, I'm just gonna jump here, and then I'll make it. And that's, I don't know, I'm obviously joking, but it feels like that's what Ump does. You can see how much time he's taking right here, because he wants to do everything perfectly. That's why the no time limit on stage 3 is clearly an advantage for Ump Double Ump. He wants to soak up as much time as possible here, you know, get some more screen time, but also have better time to line up each jump. He's on to the last one right now, and he's even lining up hardcore for the dismount. Ump Double Ump. He's getting to the edge, and he jumps around the corner and gets it. Look at Ump. Onto the crazy cliffhanger. He sprint jumps onto the first one. Now he's got to go up to the second, and Ump gets it. And now down to the third. Alright, this is it. The transfer that Puma and Flame failed, but we've also seen Rog and Fireball get through it. Ump is aiming down his sights. He jumps across, and Ump comes up short. He doesn't make it. He jumped across. It looked like a good jump, but he didn't stick on to the fourth ledge. Oh, I can't tell if he came up short or if he actually did it too good, but all I know is that he didn't make it. He might have came up short just like Puma, sliding off that fourth ledge and not even getting a chance at a save jump. That is such a heartbreaking way for Ump Double Ump to go out on the crazy cliffhanger and obstacle that he has now failed for his third time. And now for the 10th time in 19 tournaments, it's all over on stage 3. The biggest difference in the first ever 100 competitor tournament was that we had twice the number of failures. While each stage produced some huge shocks, we also saw breakout runs from competitors like Atlantic Champ, Flame Vortex, and Rog, who all got to stage 3 for their first time. And amazingly, all 5 of the Xbox One All-Stars were able to defeat stage 1, which led to a record-tying number on stage 2. But what wasn't expected was for Gotenks and Hunter to fail the second stage. On stage 3, All-Stars Alpha Puma and Ump Double Ump put up very respectable runs. Spartan Sasuke host RPG 445 ended up finishing in second place overall, and DHG Fireball did an incredible job of getting to the pipes ladder for the third time in his career, and while he actually jumped to the final platform for his first time, it still wasn't enough. While this tournament didn't have the glory of ending on the final stage, it was still a great glimpse into the future of Halo Ninja Warrior, showing that the All-Stars are all very worthy of the title, and that there is a new generation of jumpers who have taken this course by storm. Most of our 100 competitors put their best foot forward in this tournament, and while some came up short of their goals, it will only motivate them to come back stronger for Tournament 20. After 100 attempts at the course, 14 reached stage 2, 6 made it to stage 3, and no one had a chance to climb the final stage for total victory. And with that, Tournament 19 is over. I'd like to thank all of the amazing competitors who showed up for this tournament, and also everyone who watched all of their hard work unfold. Make sure to leave a like and a comment, and remember that if you ever want to compete, just message SMOKEY Massacre on Xbox Live. Also, check out the Halo Ninja Warrior Facebook page for fun updates around the jumping community, and subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't ever miss an episode. Thanks again, and I will see you next time on Halo Ninja Warrior.